Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Ryan. So I got my Candler tobacco bag. Like I said, my username on here is Danny Dash. But my real name is Ryan. I don't like my last name, so I'm going to change it to something different. And I'm going to change my middle name to something different. I've been in 3 psychoses as a schizophrenic person. I've had 2 seizures for my Tourette's, and I plan to legally change my name to something different. My real name is nobody's business, but I plan to change it to something different. Like I said, I've been in 3 psychoses. And I believe in a dark goddess. I've had 5 girlfriends in my alternative school, and I've opened up YouTube channels. I like John Cena and Barney. And I talk to my friends on Facebook and Instagram. I've seen scary things in life, and I've been in 3 scary psychoses. And I experienced 12 people in my lifetime, where these people exist in the world but they shouldn't, where they have features of other people, or look like other people but they're not related, but they look the same as other people, and then there's about 30 of them that don't like me anymore, where these people look like other people, but they're not related, and I call them idea people, or people that just shouldn't exist but they do. And I don't like my dad. I wrote down during one psychosis that I was raped. I feel I have form of dissociative identity disorder. But they just said that I didn't have that I was a schizophrenic. I've never done things with boys. I had 5 girlfriends in my alternative school. I've had 3 seizures for my Tourette's, or 2 seizures for my Tourette's, and been in 3 psychoses. My best friend was a boy named James. And my black friend, I had 2 friends that died. And I always get in arguments with people, and really I learned by opening up YouTube channels with my real name that there are a lot of people that don't like me. So I plan to move somewhere new, because I live in Pennsylvania right now, and I plan to move and move in with somebody and change my name to something different. I don't like being Ryan and then my real last name. I like being something new with my life, and like I said, my first threesome was with a boy named James. We did 20. I did 30 with a boy named Alex, who stole from me. 2 with a boy named Ryan, or 3. 9 with a girlfriend with black hair. With this boy with black hair that I'm not talking to anymore because he heard about my psychosis, and all my videos had dislikes. My therapist told me I could have went to jail for a long time over my psychosis. I wrote down that I was religious. I wrote down that I'm a schizophrenic, and see, the Catch Me Outside girl on Dr. Phil is only bipolar, and I'm a schizophrenic person. I have Tourette's, autism, OCD, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia. What I believe with my schizophrenia is there's a goddess that follows me around all the time, with weapons, specifically a knife, and a gun, and she enjoys being evil to me for the first part of my life. I've never done things with boys. Like I said, I've had 3 seizures for my Tourette's, and I've been in 2 psychoses. 3 psychoses, and I've had 2 seizures for my Tourette's. I have these tattoos. I have this one to symbolize my friend's death, this dark tree, and my angel is black because I believe in a dark goddess, and I got this Grim Reaper and this Gemini symbol. People were downloading my videos and telling me that, and threatening me and things like that, when really the internet is a dark place full of evil people that don't care about you. They only care about famous people, and when you try and say things, they don't care. So I plan to start over with my life at the age of 30 because my teenage years was spent in an alternative school with quiet rooms and friends that would betray me and talk crap about me. And at 28 or 29, I had to go to court for a peace order, where I would be arrested at my house. When I just wrote down that I was raped, my girlfriend would cheat on me, and I wrote down that I was in a severe psychosis. And there are always 11 of these people on my Facebook, and I can't ever tell if they're true friends. And there are about 30 of them where I call them idea people, where they look like other people or have similar looks or features of other people, but they're not related, and people can meet them and interact with them. Even though I have a severe paranoid schizophrenia diagnosis, stomach problems, OCD, bipolar depression, autism, OCD, and Tourette syndrome with epilepsy. I had a black girlfriend named Tanya that died 5 years ago. Like I said, my 5 girlfriends, I'm not going to say their names, but I had one that was black. And I liked a mixed girl when I was young. I had 5 girlfriends in my elementary school. People didn't like me. And I learned that I had no real friends. And my first threesome noticed a blackout psychosis. And in the end, there was this boy that made a channel about me making fun of me, saying that I had a limp dick or something like that, even though I'm 8 inches down there and I'm probably bigger than him, and he's not going to show his dick. The internet is a place that are made to evil people and disabled people and schizophrenics and people who suffer from seizures or Tourette syndrome. And if you are schizophrenic and you are having a psychosis or a reaction to a medication, cops or whoever, or people who watch your channel, will just watch and dislike it because this is an evil world. But I want to believe that the world can be a happier place in the future. But I've seen the darker side of life, and I plan never to upload anything on these other channels where cops, law enforcement, evil people, or things like that, or just people in general, because the public defender called me when I was 28 and said I might get probation, but in the end it was just a peace order. I've never even gotten a paper cut, but I've, stepped on staplers, or I've had a stapler go into my finger. I was almost raped, and I deal with tactile hallucinations, and I feel pain. And there was a makeup guru that drew attention to my psychosis that I had sometime 3 years ago on a channel I opened up. I'm not going to say it because it uses my real name. And people sat there and disliked my videos and left me "fuck you, I hope you die" comments, when I was very straightforward and tried to be open about my life and say that I love people and animals, and I'm trying to test to see who my real friends are. And in the end, learned that I had a lot of people who didn't like me. So I'm sad about that, but I plan to just own a lot of friends, and if people just let it, unfriend me or whatever, I'm used to it. I'm used to it my whole life, and I find my life to be cruel. And I don't see it as being my fault that I had a seizure and a psychosis at the age of 25 or 26, when you were locked in closets, your stepbrother pulls your pants down. You were abused severely by your stepdad that would call you names and talk shit about you to his friends. And my family knew about it, and I was put in corners and locked in closets. And what made me happy was hypersexuality that I could never get, ever. I tried to talk to girls at bars, and my girlfriend, on her YouTube, is a picture of her laughing, and it says, "If you're here because of Max, I press charges for harassment over his psychosis." And this is going on 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm going to upload a new video tomorrow. But I'm in a good mood. I'm going to drink my coffee. My friend just left. And I'm going to make some soup, and I'm going to play my Sims for tonight. I plan never to upload any more text messages on my Sims, and my Sim username is nobody's business. But I hope everybody's having a good day. Much love and peace to everybody. I'm from Damen.